I'm running out of time, Elizabeth. The land is dying. People are suffering. Soon, they'll starve. All because of a terraforming system that's spiraling out of control. And only I can fix it. Only I have your genetic code. It won't be long before we hit the point of no return. And then... extinction. I've been searching for months for what I need. A backup of Gaia. The AI you designed to control the system. But every time I think I have a lead, it comes to nothing. And every night, I have the same dream. I'm walking under a brilliant night sky, through a field of flowers. And when I arrive at the center, I see you, Elizabeth. Waiting for me. Even though you've been dead for 1,000 years. You're the closest person I've ever had to a mother. And for a moment, I feel whole. But it never lasts. I'm always left alone. Ugh.
Bitter?
Yeah, well, at least they make you feel better. All right, we should keep going.
Might want to grab more of these plants along the way.
Those ruins. That's what... Yeah, good idea.
I see a few ways down.
Glenhawks.
Salvaging machine carcasses as usual. And
Looks like they left a carcass behind.
there's a ladder. That did it. After you. What are we after exactly?
The backup?
Right.
Well, it's an AI. I don't
What
know.
was this place?
The transmission... The, message I found. Didn't say. We can scan the machine before we make our move.
Okay. Think you got a place since you were a child, right?
Yeah. Found my first one when I fell into a ruin. Got the others from an old cache not long ago. It's good to have extras.
Welcome to the Far Zenith launch facility.
Far Zenith? I know they made some tech trades with Zero Dawn, but... why would they have a backup of Gaia? I should be able to pry this open.
Reception for the tour.
I guess they want us to check in with them?
There's climbing gear. Guess someone
Ugh,
dropped in from above.
What's that stench?
Entire camp. Wiped out. They must have come here to delve for scrap.
Acid. That explains the smell. And it looks like something big came in from above.
Crashed right through the camp. And then through the wall. Whatever came through here brought this down as it went out. If I can dislodge some of the debris, we might be able to squeeze through. Maybe I can find something to help in the camp.
Aloy, over here. I think I got something.
My focus picked up a couple of things to check out.
Poor guy. Acid
Machine
burned right
cable.
through his armor.
Stronger than rope. That part of a machine could help fix the gears. All right, I think I have what I need to repair the tool. Or maybe even make something better.
You could use this workbench.
There. Pull caster. Now to test it on the debris. Got it.
Whoa!
Well, it doesn't look like there's an easy way out of here. I should scan the area. We have to find a way to keep going.
Huh.
Wow,
What's this thing?
that worked!
That pole caster's useful. Too bad there's only one.
Don't worry, I'll find you another way up.
The wilds have really grown over this place.
That was a trick. Keep on down the creepy when we go.
Above us. What is that thing?
Up here.
Moving up.
I need to sneak up on it to take it out with my spear. Can't let it see me. I should scan it first. Check its patrol. Gotcha.
Mine's down too. More of those machines ahead.
Nothing you and I can't handle. Got them all. I've been meaning to mention, I noticed you have a new look these days.
Yeah,
Looks like there was a barricade here.
Didn't have a lot of time to shave.
Machines must have broken through.
Don't worry, it's not permanent.
Good.
Sorry, my whiskers offend
Looks
you.
like another camp.
Anointed.
Looks like we've got to climb up.
Huh. Look at that. Aloy, over here. I found something you could use.
A weapon. Thanks, Varl. We should keep moving.
After you.
Down here. I think we're almost back outside.
Good.
And it's heading in the same direction we're going. Great. over to the shuttle to figure out how to make it fall into the basin. There. That ladder can get me up to the tower. Okay, there's a rail up there. I think I can reach it if I launch myself off that grapple point. Well, that sounds good. Made it. Easy. The storm's getting bad. Well, nowhere to go but up. This place is barely holding together. Looks like there are massive clamps holding the shuttle in place. I'll bet there's a control console nearby. If I can release the clamps, the shuttle should fall right into the basin. Now, how to get up the tower? Rose. I've got to climb closer to the shuttle to detach the cables. This should be the right spot. There. That connector's holding the cables together. It should break if I shoot it. One down. Now I just need to climb higher and attach the second set of cables. I need to take this thing down to get to the data center. I should... Ah! Light's spinning at me now! Damn it, it broke free! I gotta take this thing down fast. Track, maybe? It's dead. Finally. Once I get the backup, I can reboot Gaia. Fix the system, heal the blight. Restore Elizabeth's dream. But is it still there? I'm close. I have to be. Please be here.
That is a gold, everybody. Wow. Saved lots of time. By not killing and looting. A whole minute.
I've got a bad feeling. Something
get
was
a good
transmitted from the
spire.
top of the spire. I guess I have to find a way up there.
Nice. Okay, get up there.
There we go.
Come on, climb in.
Now, how to cross over to the spire. I thought Silence was helping me when he gave me his lance. Looks like he tricked me. Transmitted something through the spire. Did he save Hades?
No, Aloy.
Why would he do that? Well, if I can figure out where he sent it, I can track him down. Hopefully the transmission node...
I honestly don't know what made her fall there, but...
Better let Varl and Murad know what I found. I need to attach the master override to my new spear. Should be a workbench around here I can... use. Okay. Master override installed. Plus, something new. To store up and release energy. Resonator. Should help in a fight.
One second. I guess that's not terrible.
I see smoke, but not a lot of activity.
Smoke's probably coming from something the machines wrecked. As for the quiet, well, there's a work stoppage
It's
in
a
effect
really good opening,
because of
folks.
all the fuss.
What sort of machines are causing the trouble?
Nasty ones and lots of them. Bristlebacks, they're called. The strangeness is, they're not native to the Dodge. Just showed up, all of a sudden.
No hunters to kill them?
Oh, we've got hunters, just none that want to cross Ulvund. Boss of Chainscrape. He is self-appointed. Work stoppage was his idea.
That summer best might make me boot up
Yeah,
the
well,
PS4
I'm
as long
just
as it keeps holding up.
Passing through.
After I get the
Got an embassy
PS5.
to attend.
Jeez, man. It's so
You
tempting to
should
try
have
to get
said.
a
That ain't
236.
gonna happen no time soon.
Crazy right now.
What are you talking about?
Sounds like we've had an accident.
Hear that? That's your answer.
Who is that?
Karja's son priest. Cranked him down yesterday, about an hour
Got the
before
book on his toe.
machine
Poor
trouble
guy.
started.
Trying to pick out books
He's
for
a very
bedtime.
important man, or
Bummer.
so he says.
He'll be
That
okay.
embassy at Barren Light,
He's
he's
four.
the one
He's a little
supposed to
dramatic
run it.
sometimes, but he'll be alright.
Great.
Poor little guy.
I gotta find Erend. But it might be good to hit Chainscrape first and upgrade my bow.
Go, Aloy, go, please go. Some chill water out of that. That's pretty cool.
Those
Why don't we
machines
finish
must
the
have
run
torn
there?
through this camp. This
Looks
valley
like
definitely isn't
avoiding
safe.
doing the second one.
That must be Chainscrape. Jaruf said I could get my bow upgraded in there. Might be able to tinker with my other gear too.
Outlander approaching. Is that the savior? Wanna go?
Hung up there for a second.
My hands up.
Okay. We got a circulator.
Should be useful.
Wow.
Now I just
That's
need
not
to find
usually how it
Erend
looks,
and help
but
him
that's
clear
fine.
the bristlebacks.
Come on, spit it out. Took a hammer to your head?
If I find where these machines are made, I might learn how to override them. This whole area is
Right
really
here.
You! Make it worth your while if you kill these scroungers!
It's always something.
Hold tight! I'll see what I can do.
Try luring them into the tripwires. Why kill it like that? What do you think the tripwires are for?
thank the forge you showed up. Tripwire's handy, but I see you took you.
So-
Yeah. Prop then.
I see.
Oh,
We're-
yep, more room. Oh, you're. Did you?
Maybe. So Aaron headed south. Should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus. First tracks headed up the hill. Aaron's? My focus can help me follow them. These bristlebacks are everywhere. Sounds like someone's putting up a fight.
Should be down there.
Those bristlebacks have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid arrows.
Oh, like hammered and metal. Aloy, you might have to meet me halfway here. Ah, God.
How?
I know you was
Aaron, it's
real, but
Aaron. Act.
listen, if you were gonna,
Oh, I'll clear. I'm.
you,
Where?
hey, just all right. No, after you left, I mean, what?
What kind of person? The world.
So-
That's what I've been. What I'm. Me. That doesn't sound good. There's the quarry Ferris mentioned.
That's it. Smash him to scratch.
One less machine.
Boom! Look at that thing pop!
Another one down. Incoming.
Let's go! Going down!
One less machine.
Smash him to scratch!
Another one down.
Look at that thing pop!
There. Quarry's safe.
Stranger, come on over here. We gotta talk. Over. I don't know what Anora's doing. We for one.
Is
Yeah, but change.
I need to
Thank.
I think I've cleared out most of the bristlebacks. Valley should be safe enough to travel. I'll go give Wadis the good news. Then maybe this embassy can finally happen.
Well, that was a good quarry fight, I guess. Turned out better than I thought it was going to at the start. I
Machines are
was
quick.
not in the right spot when I came in, but it's fine. Shot at the wrong trap to begin with, but the thing came close to me and ended up getting killed, so I'm alright with it. Still pretty far ahead. We'll find out how far here. Shortly. Hey, Viola. Welcome, welcome. It's been a quiet in chat. Sorry if
Time to give Wadis
that was
to
a delayed
Barrowlight.
reaction.
We are on the
Or response, I should say.
What do my...
If you remove
How are you
this-
tonight? Hope you're doing well.
Very
So,
Mate,
I've also smud your.
Got a bit of a decent run
What?
going. We're
Well,
taking some
no.
different strats,
I
but
Oh,
now
I'll.
got a good run going.
These are
either you
I knew. You. Check.
And
Don't.
throw the chain scrapes back to work. Merchants should be open to trade. I should see if they have anything useful.
And we'll see how much we can upgrade this thing. We should be good. Yep. Nice.
Before I send one. Let me see what that Karja magistrate wanted.
Gave those bristleback a run for their star.
Ooh, nice. It's another gold. Lovely. So Viola, I was able to
Last part of this.
secure a
I should find
PS5
whoever's in charge
today.
here. But
Well, I'm
first,
paid
I could
for.
resupply at my stash.
Shipping
Maybe we're taking a
tomorrow
look
should be
around,
here
too.
either. What is
There's
why is
Aaron.
she stuck?
Looks
Wow.
like he's
No
had a
idea what
few.
just happened.
Lighten up, Paive.
Are you? I'm. And
So I will be
But
doing
not really,
PS5 runs
but-
come
but
next
the-
week.
I'm-
Likely and do a
You're
little
impressed,
practice with the
but no
controller and stuff over the weekend, I think. But
where if he's
yeah,
I'll take the
well,
we'll be doing PS5 runs
a lot of
real soon.
activity going on around here.
Competing with the big boys, as it were.
Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvund was thrilled. Stand aside, soldier. Sir?
No, you see me. How are we to hope? What?
Yeah.
We
Didn't.
Yeah.
Shut. What?
That's how many. Is the if you that's no not
Well,
Alright, let's get a good embassy fight. Keep this time safe. Officially under 236, some of
So this
best.
tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh.
Got the
we
acid
need their
traps we
permission to go
need.
west.
yeah. Well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet.
Just.
I am
We've had the game crash here twice last night. Like, not even the game, it was my console
You
crash
asked.
doing this
I'll so
twice
it's called
last night in
this-
practice.
Take it.
That's why I bought a PS5 today. I got lucky with the PS5 drop today, but definitely why I bought one.
Stick
Knock
to
it over.
cover! Archers on the ridge!
Well, that was a waste of some loading time. 2 blast traps there.
Enemy spotted! You shouldn't have done that! Hunt her down!
Oh wow. Okay. Was that it? Did I get them all?
Hostile sighted!
Yo, come on. Put the damn thing down.
We got this!
How were there all those things laying there, but they didn't
It's
go
you and
down?
me now, Varl.
What was that? What was that? What was that? Get up, Aloy, please. What is happening right now? Why can't I hit anything? Okay, that's bullshit. And that's bullshit. It's so bad. Ugh.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it.
It's bad. Why did I do that? And no stun. No stun at all. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess that's cool. Lose some time probably, but no, I guess we won't. Because I do have to skip here.
Aloy, we're still seeing and
So we save 10 seconds on a bad embassy. Cool. Let's keep it going. Try and get an early tall neck here. No, get down. Get down, Aloy.
So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new...
Oh, yes. Alright, got it the second try. No big deal. Let's keep it going. Get a good Latopolis. Save more time. Oh, first click, click, boom.
If I override it, I can get data on the surrounding area.
Hey, and the PS4 didn't crash. Congratulations, PS4. You are a resilient old man.
And kicking, no doubt. Looks like the coordinates Silence gave me match that wreckage. Did he install Hades on another Titan?
No, left. Come on, thank you. Doing great, Mount. Still doing great. That was awesome. Good correction.
This is it. Location of the coordinates I scanned from the spire. A workshop underneath a dead Horus Titan. Just the kind of place Silence would slink away to. But what was he doing here? That device is blinking. Guess Silence wants me to check it out.
Aloy, consider this message a beacon to help guide you out of the fog.
Got RNG. Nope. Not it either. Out of my way, please. Fingers crossed. I haven't had good RNG in a few runs, man. It's been really bad. Oh, come on. Need some time to save. It's not fair. It's not fair. Would you stop, Mom?
Looks like the trail goes into the hillside. A ruin. Okay. Let's see where this goes. That must be the orb silence stuck Hades in. Hey, is it? Yes, even. Enough.
Aloy,
Yeah.
it will trust the instant you.
So bad. What if?
There's an
Anyway, so, but I.
my count is different. That no.
Where?
What now would they get? It so or
All right, but just.
it's at your
Trick. Though you.
Aloy thing on it button.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Soba. Please step
I guess
inside.
Silence used that
Please
machine
step
to hold his
inside.
prize.
Please step inside.
Are you kidding me?
I think we're in luck.
What are you
In
doing,
luck?
Mount?
The door is completely messed up.
Why did it turn back to the right?
Obviously.
I don't get. It was like holding
But
straight
despite
left
the
and it just
malfunction,
started
you can
turning
still
that
get
way.
through. If you be patient for a while longer.
No,
See
get off.
those crystals there? They
No!
are from golden fire gleam.
Get away from the mount! Come on!
Those machines should have the fluids I need for the igniter. I should scan one of them. Focus can show me where the port is. Damn. Okay, got the parts for the.
That worked. Ah, no. Mess up the menuing, I suppose. That's not me.
There. Should be able to use this to blow up that fire gleam now.
Push down instead of up, but I only pushed up one time to correct it, and that's not what you gotta do,
It's how I
yo.
detached the processing orb from the horse in the first place.
Great.
Yep. Can you tell me what's happening? Why is she just swinging?
I'd step back if I were you.
I lost all that time because of something. I don't know what the hell she was doing there.
Please step inside.
I pushed the button one time. Absolutely one time.
I think I'm in.
Then by all means,
Yeah, that makes a little bit.
proceed.
But I
Yeah.
could use this igniter.
Not
I'll
really
find more
anyone
places with
else
fire gleam.
hanging out in chat.
Focus on the task at hand, Aloy.
Just kind of hanging out.
This whole place is flooded. And
At
there's
least
another
it's been a pretty
G-lock
slow
door.
chat tonight anyway, Viola. Sorry. I haven't been looking at it myself because it's been so slow. Everything about this game makes me dizzy sometimes. Still gotta, like, make it through. I've been making some, like, movement mistakes for sure today, but... Oh yeah, get up there. Ooh, that was really high. Nice. Great
Okay.
work. Great work.
Hold for identiscan.
Hey, Hunt's here, everybody! Woo! Hey, Hunt, how you doing, man?
Confirmed.
Congrats on the new PV on the strike runs, by the way.
Greetings, Dr. Soba. Please
So
step
now it's a
inside.
party. Alright. Let's go get an air fight. That works out, hopefully, because we're ahead and we want to keep it that
That
way.
thing is huge.
Should be more ahead, but I've been making little
It
mistakes.
looks like the power's off, except for that console.
Genetic profile
Let's do the
confirmed.
thing.
Greetings, Dr. Sobek. Do you wish to activate Recluse Spider?
I do.
Activating.
Okay, powering it up. That doesn't sound good.
It appears
So
to be
much
unstable,
ridgewood in these
and very
containers. It's like I get them so that I don't have to get any more for the rest of the game.
At least I've got power. And there's data here. Looks like this recluse spider thing is a testing apparatus for Gaia and Hades. I better take a look at that access panel.
Yes, get to it.
Okay. I think those circular pods are repositories. One loaded with Hades backups, the other with Gaia.
Yeah, it's going pretty well this time.
What are you waiting for?
I had one other good opening. I had to
Hades is
reset
down, but
because
the
I
Gaia
fell
repository is stuck.
during the tower climb in
So
the opening.
let's stick it.
Then I would have died if I landed, so I had to restart. Didn't matter what happened. Because I lose my infinite jumps if I die in the open. Yeah, get that weapon out. Come on, big guy. Fight. Fight.
Don't
There.
need this!
Now I can break the couplings holding the thing up.
I'll break you, girl.
Another one down.
That's not gonna help you, girl.
There we go.
What are you up to?
I was caught on something. I couldn't start running. Oh, give me a break. That thing literally jumped right in front of me.
I gotta tell you, this is fun.
That wasn't
Gotta
great.
cut the main stem.
Uh-huh. No, that's fine. Go ahead and do that, I guess.
Stem's got a few. Looks like there's 2 more
What?
couplings.
How many
on the
times
stem.
do I have to get staggered?
Fooling around.
Just one more.
Yeah. Don't you love the way the arms, like, literally come after you, like, into your line of sight? Isn't that the coolest thing ever? It's like you start aiming and they're like, oh, you're aiming there? Yeah, let's move the arms in the way. It'd be one thing if they were on a track, but, like, the way they cut back into your reticle is, like, obviously programmed and very stupid, if you ask me. Makes that fight so much harder. Don't drown, please.
Shit.
I gotta find a way out of here. There's a...
Nice work, Aloy. Get up there.
There's a current. Heading for an exit.
What? Missed. Yeah, that's alright. Doing okay. That was an okay Eric fight. This always goes about the same, so...
Gotta swim fast. It's on to me.
I'm pretty sure we're so far ahead because in my last PB I did not get the tall neck fast travel, so... saving time because it actually worked this time.
Looks like some kind of power room. Currents lead here. Promising.
Alright. Let's go, guys. PlayStation's holding up today too. I love it. Doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Tallneck. If I override it, I can get data on the surrounding area.
Nice job.
Looks like a satellite dish.
Good
If I can
mount.
climb it, I should be able to reach that Tallneck easily enough.
Still good mount. Glads. Yeah. We're happy to see him. To be honest, like, I knew there was a lot of time to be saved based on how much I menu and stuff for upgrades and how much looting I had to do for upgrades and that in the beginning. And as long as the Tau fight goes well, I'm good to go. It's the only thing I really use the upgraded bow for, but should work out without it, I'm thinking.
There's Varl and Zoe.
Doing better than yesterday, I hope.
I'm at sick.
And throw your...
So,
There, the we're at me.
Aloy.
Do.
Why are these outlets? So the and the what?
Hunter to hunter, let's
Oh, I turned the camera too far. I don't know why it was face down, but that's fine. Go away, Aloy, please. Thank you.
Bringing him out under the first
Button
forest.
presses not registering.
So it would. I'm not gonna.
Yep.
All right.
Wrong direction. It all works, no big deal. Aloy's doing great. Hey, Nightbot. Thanks for informing people about stuff like I set you up to. So, Nightbot's doing some stuff. And that's all new. So, you know. Figuring out how to be a streamer. Use my chatbots. Not a bad mount. I like this run so far. Oop, that was okay. Didn't need to go that way.
This trail is the path of the land
Where do you
gods.
walk?
It'll lead us to the cordon.
You're
Those
fighting
Itaru
while
look like
riding?
they could use some help.
Aloy,
do
I
fight
can't
while
run
riding.
that fast. I'll wait for you.
I better be ready for anything.
Oh, of course. I thought it was going to the right. Well, whatever. I was honestly just looking at the path and I saw him hit it at the last second. I was like, oh, it's going to fall to the right. Not sure why I was so confident about that.
So many dead.
There will be moments when the time is right. For now, we must keep going.
Ooh, I better get some more blast traps. I think I get one towards the end, but if I have to use an acid trap, that might not be so good. What am I doing?
May
Push
the
the wrong
land
button.
gods forgive our trespass. What's that ahead?
Like a cauldron door. We have to find the core of this place.
There's so much metal.
Who built this place?
Machines. Not like any you've seen before. Machines in here. We'll have to take them out.
Right behind you, Aloy.
You, Sala.
I'm ready for you.
What? Stops.
The blade is all I need. Let's do this!
This is already a bad fight. Alright, well. Next time, don't shoot so fast. Wait for them to come through the barrier. And don't waste everything you have.
It looks like
That's the
one.
message. That's
If
the
the land
takeaway
gods
from that mistake.
Then they aren't just made here.
I always jumped too early on that
They're
door.
being repaired,
I'm gonna
too.
learn sooner or later.
And the spirit? Those
Maneuver?
cables
It's alright, we're having fun.
glowing.
We're ahead, we're
I've
having
seen them
fun.
before.
Everything's fine.
They're like an infection. That thing I said that wants us dead.
Alright.
It takes over places like these and makes killer machines. It's called Hephaestus.
Even the mountain is rotted to
Well,
the
made it around, so I'm not gonna complain about the poor execution. Oh yeah. Did I say poor execution? I mean perfect execution.
Hephaestus's cables are all over that node.
Get
Maybe
it?
I can override it.
Get it?
Got it.
The cables are moving.
They're drawing back. We can climb up
How
that
do we
bed.
cross?
Cables are twisted around that node on the other side. I'll see if I can get to it. Okay. Now,
Alright, just jump.
how to get up to the node. Alright, let's see what we can do.
Ooh, we'll be alright.
Come on up.
Perfect timing.
Who is that?
Looks like there's another node on the other side. Near that door.
Perfect. Oh. We're good, we're good.
Who is Hephaestus? What does it want with this place?
It's
Oh, I don't
taken
have
over
blast traps.
facilities
Okay,
before
well that's
to
cool. Now I'm gonna have to switch.
build deadly machines.
Guess I could do this.
But it wasn't always hostile.
Oh my god. It won't
It used to be
craft.
part of something good. Something called Gaia.
It won't craft. Did I get the crafting glitch?
We have
Oh, that's so dumb.
to get down there.
That dome of light. It's protecting the machine.
Yeah. There should be a node I can override nearby to shut it down.
I hope this works. Okay.
More machines are coming.
It's done.
Done. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, we're good. I don't know how I mean, I shouldn't say that. I had a purple towel on my
focus is showing holograms.
other one, so I'm not sure where I lost the time there,
Not
but
sure I can do much about that right
the
now.
one I'm up against and my
My
gold,
focus
they're
doesn't
all just
recognize
really
some of
good,
these.
so
Must be machines I haven't seen yet.
Got what you need?
Yes.
if I ran
Let's
strike,
press
I
on
could
then.
finish the run by now. Yeah, that's for sure.
Greetings.
It looks fun though. I mean, Seth learned it really fast from your guide hunt, man. Congratulations on getting that finished. It's a hell of a job to like get that all down on paper
That
and
doesn't sound good.
take it from a guy who
Was that the
writes like
spirit? Minerva?
pharmaceutical manufacturing
don't think so.
procedures and like things for
At least,
regulatory
not
like
directly.
control over
What
that kind of
exactly
stuff.
was this place?
Detailed procedures. Yours is good, man.
anything
So
like it before?
congratulations.
Facility lockdown.
No.
Stay out.
What's going on?
You don't have to start
Well,
a
at
new
least the
game as far
emergency
as I
lights
know,
work.
Viola. I think you get to use
What
your
just
full
happened?
game to start.
Minerva's definitely here.
I think you have to
And
get
I
the
think
pieces and all
it's
that
trying to
stuff
keep us
before you
out.
start anyway, so
I'll scout ahead.
which
see
is
if
kind
there's
of
a
cool
way
for
to
one
get
of
us
those
in.
runs, like you can use your full one.
You sure we shouldn't come with you?
Well,
And that's about
yeah,
as much as I
Minerva
know
could be
about
dangerous.
it.
Let me make sure
I
it's
haven't
safe.
done any of the runs yet.
Okay.
I've barely played it
We'll
in
be
my
right
full
here if you
playthrough as
need
well.
us.
It's one of the things I gotta stop and do. That was a slow transition, but you're good.
Okay. I need to find where Minerva's hiding. I should look for a way to access the facility's systems.
Thought she was gonna clip through the door there.
Alert.
Oh, you did a good job, man, for sure.
You are
Yeah.
not wanted
Well
here.
deserved.
Sorry. You're not getting rid of me that easily, Minerva.
What's Satori rating? Oh, thanks for the raid, Jay. How you doing, my man? How'd the runs go? Get up there, Ayla. Let's go. We've got a run going today.
I'm close.
In just a second.
If I can get Minerva to
over.
cooperate, I can merge it with Gaia. Finally bring her back. Then we can start fixing the blight, the
Yup.
storms, and maybe she can help me figure out who those strangers in the proving lab were. Why did they have a clue
Welcome
of
in,
Elizabeth?
welcome in, everybody.
Why did they
Kasia,
want
Satori, how you guys doing? How'd the last run go? Did we
another shaft?
green? Did we get some memes? How'd it go?
Okay, now I've got to find a way to plug into this place.
Alert. System core penetrated.
I have established a network between your focuses, allowing you to communicate when
So far, the PlayStation is holding
Good.
up.
So what was this place?
a regional control center, where Zero Dawn progeny would have overseen terraforming.
So this was supposed to be a lab.
That was its intended purpose. Some of the machine
Ways
data you recovered
to
from the
beat all the
repair bay
boards, starting
below
in
us
change
appears
script,
to
ending
be
with the
corrupted.
Strike Master.
Accessing the terminal in this room will show you how to repair and complete the
Aw,
override.
thanks, Viola.
I'll take a look.
Ah, come on, circle.
Huh. Looks like I need data from machine parts to fix the corrupted override. Okay. Maybe it's time to talk to Gaia.
I'll leave you to it.
Hey, thanks, Nightbot.
Hi. Yeah. Maybe a while they have.
Went through to
Do you-
experiment with something, then get a new goal where I knew I had one waiting, then killed
Yes.
the wrong. Ah, right on.
They didn't write the story yet.
Nope. Not what I wanted, thank you. There we go.
What?
Well, at least you got some practice in. Get that gold you knew you could get.
Okay.
It's good to like go back and be like, I know I can do something well, and just like hammer it down. I did that last night with the embassy fight. It turned out here actually quite well. Saved about 15 seconds. It wasn't a goal, but
Can you?
I definitely saved it, so yeah. And then my PS4 shat out on me a bunch last night while I was practicing, so that's fun.
I need to bring Ether back for Gaia.
Yeah, I got really
Paul and
lucky. I
Zoe
just
are
happened to be
waiting for me
staring
by
at
the
my
west
phone when
exit.
a stock drop for Verizon
could
came
head
in,
back east
and
first.
then I'm a
Check out how
Verizon
planes
customer,
was
so
doing
it was
after
just
the
as
attack.
simple as logging into the app,
Or I could also look
hitting
around
the
here
buy
somewhere.
button, and they put it on my bill for next
Yes.
month.
I think it'll be better this way.
So,
The Tanoth clan lands. Somewhere out there's 3 of Gaia's
all right, guys, we gotta
sub-factions.
run right now.
And who knows what else.
Let's go, Mount. Yeah, it worked out really well. I actually like started looking in earnest, I would say, last week. Chris, I even signed up for like Walmart Plus because they have a drop going on tomorrow. FYI,
here is sick
if
with
anyone
light
wants one.
too.
Starts at 2
But we'll be able to
Central,
heal all of
3
it.
Eastern.
Once
But they're
Gaia's
having
strong
a
enough
drop
to
on
capture
Walmart.com.
Festus.
And if you're a Walmart Plus member, you get first access. So I actually signed up thinking I would wait, and then Verizon came through. So worked out really well. I was happy. Got it for MSRP, which is great. Didn't have to overpay because I was looking at like $750, disc edition consoles for like probably 3 or 4 days, just going, I don't want to feed the scalpers. But it's all so tempting when you really want something. Propaganda and commercialization's got me, man. Yeah, I mean, if you've got, in the meantime, if you have the money to spend on an SSD, I've been playing on an external. It works pretty well. It's finicky, and it has, like, lost connection, but I blame that on my old PS4, to be honest. It just gets so hot that it can't read the USB connection, and, but other than that, the load times are significantly reduced on an SSD. And you can also buy them, I think they're like 85 or 90 bucks for one that you can insert right into your PlayStation if you're keen on pulling it apart, but it's right in the front left side of your PS4 where you just, it's one screw, slide out the HDD, slide in the other one, and you can back up your HDD to an external before you do, and then just reload it all. Fairly easy, but if you're not looking to do that, that's fine, obviously. But that's what I did essentially. But just backed everything onto an external hard drive, and seems to be working really well. Definitely is a huge difference between my 2-hour and 56-minute run and what is my 246 with the sum of bests now approaching 235. So there's a really big difference in using an external versus an internal, or versus a system storage. So it's worth it, I think. Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're not in a position to get both, definitely wait. I would agree with that strategy. It's just such a bummer that people can't get them. It's such a, I mean, we watch people play them all the
Getting
time, right?
close
It's
to
a
Ether's
cool piece of
location.
equipment, and I have like a decent gaming
said it would
computer.
be in some
I
kind
mean,
of
it's got a 1050 Ti.
processor.
It's an old GPU, but it still works really, really well. Like I can get 4K gaming out of it. You know, not on the highest settings, but I can still get some pretty good stuff. But even then, like, I got that in 2018, and I've had this PS4 since like 2016, so time for an upgrade.
Regardless, read the old you. Yeah, you've come. Not anything. Yeah.
All right.
He's come. The chief is.
I'm ready.
Good.
I'll do what you want, but you
speak.
The way she does the running animation but stays in place, I'll never understand how that works.
Come. Let us.
Ooh, that was a gold brace
Make it
yourself,
ether.
guys. That
Guess
was
I'll
awesome.
have to play along with Akaro. I better.
Get some skills.
With Marshal Catallo at Stonecrest. It'll be faster if I ride a machine.
Alright, let's go. We're making really good time on this run. Let's just hope that Catallo cooperates after Stone's Crest. Keep going, Mount. Thank you. It'll be nice to have mounts that run this fast all the time.
Air's getting cold. Should be getting close to Stonecrest.
Rather than this fast all the time. Wait for it. Oh, look at how slow we're going now. Oh yeah, we'll slow down just because. And it makes it more of a chance that we'll get hit by the trap up here. PS4, raising the stakes on story difficulty. Can't tell. Oh, yeah. Good chance we're gonna lose the mount now. Thanks, Mount. You're a dick. Come on. Do not die. Get out of the damn way. I knew that was gonna happen as soon as it got stuck. Every time.
Not one more.
This must be Stonecrest. Catallo
Hey,
should be
nice
waiting
moonwalk
for me.
there, Aloy.
But maybe I should look around first.
Head over to the hunting grounds later, Glenn.
stranger. Are you looking to trade?
Where's Katana?
It's not a long trust.
What's he looking at?
This moving some other. We should not for all the.
No.
Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if it works.
So will not.
Never.
I heard your brother
On me.
The snowfall's blanketing over. How would you convince Dakota to send his challengers?
Well, almost all the rebels, Katalo. Oh yeah, normal IJs, the whole nine, man, really. The whole nine. Everything will be fun. Yeah, he came! Thank you, Katalo.
And I'll see them through. Come.
No soft blocks. So my trick for that is to make sure she asks him what he would do to get Dakota to come, and that's when I turn on my glide or whatever. So I'll start gliding until he says it, or she says it, and then I turn, because it gets him talking. And it's something he only says once he's outside. And I've noticed that if he stays back, he stays in the town, or in the settlement. So, like, you gotta get him outside the settlement for him to meet you at the bottom. And I tried that,
Here it is.
Christ, probably 20 times last night.
Let me know when you are ready, and I will announce us.
As long as you get this here, that him at saying that, there's not really a chance of a soft lock, I don't think. As long as he says it. Hey, can't slide up the stairs.
Last Marshal.
Well, this is a warm welcome.
An outlander and a maimed marshal.
That well might not be as strong as Dakota thinks it is.
What are you doing, Aloy?
I need to get down to the base of it and check it out. I need to get a little distance from the wall in order to scan it properly. Just what I thought. There's something metal in there.
So you can do it from up here on PS4, you can scan it. It just takes forever, so...
I might be able to climb up on the left side of the
Yeah,
wall. Near that waterfall.
Gotta say, man, I'm not confident in my abilities to beat either B-Dud or Aussie, to be honest.
But how?
They're better fighters than I am in this game. They're better at the
Better go
fights for
find
sure.
Katalo.
And Aussie has proven time and again that button combinations for platforming are absolutely no concern to him. He is so good at getting around. It is insane. Honestly, like, I watch him play and I'm just like, how do you move so fast, man? But I'm happy to compete. I really do want to, so should be a good time. It would be very conceited of me to think that I can compete with those guys without having any frame of reference. So, oh, what are you doing, Mount? Give the credit where credit is due, right? What I would like to have is a time that is very difficult to beat once I leave this category, so... And I seem to be doing that okay, to be honest. Yeah, we're going with
Maybe
this
I
one
should
first.
see if there's anything we can use to take that thing down. My focus can help.
Keep it up! Soon we march.
Get her? Nope. No? Where are you?
Got them all. So.
God damn it, where is it? There it is.
Cannon.
That was bad. That was a bad fight. That was a terrible, no good, very bad fight. Aussie do be like that. Yes, I may have fewer reasons only because she's way faster. No, I'm just kidding. I'm well aware of my shortcomings with the controller, that's for sure. Alright, Katala. Purple
Here
Katala.
it is. But you don't just need a cannon. You need a miracle.
Coming right up.
Well, go on.
Okay. Gotta
Ooh,
blast
that
away
was way
some
too
rocks,
high.
so I can expose the. It's working.
Things explode.
That was good. Okay. Nice. Didn't lose too much time there. On a bad fight. Love it. Let's keep going.
Maybe I should go up there. See if everyone's alright.
No! Why were you over there, Mount?
Might also be a good idea to resupply before I head back out.
It's new to me. Having them I guess I should have called them earlier. Before the thing. The cannon. Alright. We're good. How you doing? Keep it moving. Claw supremacy. I do use it sometimes, Jay. I do the claw grips sometimes.
Rebels.
Go! What are you doing, Mount? Why did you do that?
I should lie low. Find whoever's in charge and take
Turned
them out.
left right into the tree. What happened? Not like there was anything there, man. Just Mount's doing Mount things. In the Mount's defense, I do take some rather ridiculous Mount paths.
Coordinates that Gaia gave me for Demeter are close. Is this easy?
Oh, look at that mount. Oh, you're beautiful. Thanks for that, purple mount. Just right in front of me. That was amazing. Gotta love that. It's different to try and use a claw grip for sure. Like, I'm not very good at it, and I only do it when I know, like, I can do certain D-pad things with it.
Past these hostiles and into
So,
the ruins.
not always the best with it for sure. Worked right there, though.
Move it! Looks like some sort of old office complex.
The greenhouse. Automated solution.
Wow, Aloy, good slides. Those were great. Except for that getting caught in a tree thing, you were doing fine.
Oh, flower. Demeter should be right beyond that door.
Yeah, Aloy likes the
Those vines
trees.
are blocking the way.
Trying to save him.
Unless I can-
Oh, double by the rocks. Thanks for that. Uh-huh. Okay, that's cool.
no way out. Great. At least there's a console. Whoever they are, they want me dead. I better be careful. Okay. I could take those soldiers out quietly.
There's a barbarian
Wanna
in the
see something
compound.
fun?
She got past the lookouts.
Bang. Everybody dead.
Hey, over there. Stop there! Hunt her down!
I'm sorry, excuse me, what exactly? Did I miss that first guy? Missed him too. Good call. You're such a pain in my ass.
Put her down! I'm coming!
That door looks promising.
Come on.
I really wish these people would talk to me instead of trying to kill me.
She was literally opening the door there.
I'm looking.
I believe these consoles
Unreal.
were meant to be
I was
operated
opening the
in
door,
unison,
she got hit, and it
not
stayed there.
sure.
She literally like slid back to the door.
Okay.
That was weird.
Here we go.
Like while she was on there.
Following your lead.
Come on, let's go.
The ancestors have shown us the way.
Should have saved a
Come
lot
on,
more time.
let's
That
go.
fight sucked.
You want me to come with you?
Come on,
It took
heal.
both of us to open up that tunnel, didn't it?
Actually got us in. I was dreading having to stay here
Aloy, come on.
They slaughtered the barbarians that approached the city.
Better stand
Oh,
back.
this is going.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I thought so too. Something crazy like that happened.
Well, that was loud.
Oh God,
There
come
has to
on
be a
with
way
this
out of it.
angle, man.
Through here. According to the map, the exit should be this way.
Oh, come on. She's getting caught on everything, and I'm getting frustrated about it.
I'll be glad to get back above ground.
Yeah, it feels like a tomb down here.
Good slide. Nice work, Aloy. Nice work.
Machines.
We can fight them, or try to sneak past.
His claws and shredding jaws were enough apparently.
We have no choice.
A vent. I think I can pull it open.
Oh.
Got it.
I'm right behind you.
I think I can move these things.
Through that hatch on the ground. It looks like the one we used at the first.
There we go.
station. There's consoles up here too.
But no way to. This should help. There we go.
That looks like some sort of conveyor. You think you can move it over to me?
Yeah. If you can hop on top of it, I can get you to those consoles.
Exactly. Hold it there. Let me just. I jumped on top.
I guess I was a little close.
Aloy,
Hold on.
Good slide,
would
though.
you mind warning me next time you decide to blow up a wall?
I'll try.
That's good. Jumping over. Made it. I'm at the console. Wait. There's data here.
Give the old
A
hands a
lot,
rest while Dramatic
but
Elva
it's
does her
blocked.
thing.
Something's restricting access.
Shake them out.
If I can't
Stretch
get
and
past
hydrate,
it,
everyone.
My mission here is doomed.
Yeah.
Alva, I'll help. If I can, okay? But first we have to get out of here.
Right. We need to open the hatch. Okay, let's see. Okay. I'm unlocking a storage unit. There should be a power cell
I found the energy
inside.
cell.
Then you need to find a way into the generator room.
Okay, I'm on it.
Okay. That brought power back to the...
Whoa, with the long load, what's that about? Getting an information screen on that load? I don't know about that, guys. Didn't take that long.
Okay. We need to operate both consoles simultaneously to open the hatch.
I'll get to the other console.
Ready
You
when
stay
you
here. We need to keep moving. Test Station Ivy can't be far off.
Another maze. The road to truth is...
So the metal flower, what the data refer to as adamantine reeds.
No, I'm not. I spent most of my life in a place far to the east. This is
We've
it.
both traveled a long way then.
Alright, let's get a good fight.
Okay,
Hopefully.
let's find a way to get into the proving ground.
Okay, get that. Come on. Get up there.
That complex should be Test Station Ivy.
Well, let's hope it's the answers we seek.
It's so... still.
Whoa! It's one of those machines!
It can turn
That's
invisible.
We're gonna have to take it out
Nice.
to get into the test station.
That was amazing.
That's what you want.
Yes.
Get off
you
the
helped.
burrower.
We should be able to get into Test Station Ivy now. There has to be some data here on the adamantine wreath we can use.
I trust
This console's still operational. Another log.
It's a good fight. That's what you want.
We're done. Everywhere. The wreaths work.
Let's get a good skip now. I really wish I could go and pick up the Berserker bow while I was waiting for the bench, but I think it's too far away and it resets the hologram. Come on, Ayla, please. Please get up there. Why do you keep going that way? What are you doing? Why did she keep turning to the left? Honestly, why won't you get up? Aloy. Oh, I'm stuck now. Wonderful. This skips suck. I haven't failed this one in so long. Oh, I'm gonna lose time for that now after the perfect fight?
Efforts were in vain.
Oh, get the fuck out.
At least we have the
That's
software
entirely on
module
me,
they
but I don't know
created.
why she wouldn't go up
It
there.
should get rid of the vines
She
produced
just
by the
like
metal
kept
flowers.
catching on the...
I need a workbench to load the module into my
That
spear.
looks so easy when people do it on the PS5, but I have never been able to get that to work without some problems. Like, she always gets caught or something. And I don't know if that's a 30 FPS thing, but I don't like it.
I can't believe you took on all these soldiers by yourself.
What a waste, dude.
Now what?
Now, we get to that data core.
As I was saying, I still can't
I need
believe
to settle
you
down
took
so
on
I
all
remember
these
which
soldiers by
buttons to
yourself.
press here.
But we'd better make haste. After we encountered barbarians, our lieutenant called for reinforcements. They could be here any time.
Right.
Caught on everything. Run, Abel. Come on!
Let's hope this new module
Why push the
works.
buttons if you're not going to do anything at all?
Flower's blooming. Let's see if the software works.
Oh, I'm getting frustrated.
Lines.
This is
They're following the
real lit.
Door's clear now.
Don't like it.
The data cores are
Just
sent
fast travel to settle
Time
down
to
a
bring
little bit.
Demeter home. Demeter, it's time to go home. To Gaia.
Is he alive? Yes.
Elizabeth Sobek.
Kiter does
Alpha
a great
Prime.
job, right?
Master override activated.
Makes some good
Restoring
videos. I was kind of
Demeter's
like, you
subordinate
put that
function
big
to
long
original code.
Luan soft lock in there, and I was like, oh, sure. That makes a whole lot of sense, especially because it killed a run that was like a minute ahead at the time. No, we saved time. Hey, we saved time even with that skip. Alright, let's go crush Beta. Good lord. Crazy. I got a smile on my face now, I feel better. Oh. Probably only would have saved another like 5 or 10 seconds, I suppose, if I would have got it right, but I didn't actually see how long where they said about needing the workbench to when I got there, because I was complaining. As I, you know, often do.
Yeah, pizza? Apparently
Come on, get up there. That was so slow. None of those button combinations worked the way I wanted.
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge Demeter with me.
Oh, I hope everyone's doing
Afterwards, I
alright.
must
Welcome
discuss
to
an
the,
important matter with you.
hopefully, sub 245 run when we're done, but we have really shaved down to some of the best today. I've gotten some big golds, so. 35, 39, some of the best is probably nothing to shake a stick at, as they say. If I could only make that the actual time, you know, that'd be cool. But 3 hours is a long time to get everything right. So
I was able to unlock another room in the main living area.
give or take 3
There
hours,
you-
I should say. Even
Let's
2
go.
hours and 45 minutes is a long time to expect things to go correctly all the time. Yeah, they're really good. They like him and Fleur, they make some good ones. They're pretty funny. Like their editing is funny and just like they obviously understand
Obviously more
the humor
Xenos
of the
than we know
community a
about.
little bit. It's pretty good. You
Can't
know?
believe you fought one of them.
I like it a lot.
Almost didn't make it.
Clam slam.
Whatever the rebels did, it took down our shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that?
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is. Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? All right. There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
I'll have to check. I'm not sure if I've seen that one hunt.
So,
I'll have to check that out.
exploring another far zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't
Oh
seem
my
to
God,
have
did I just
giant
get
killer
caught?
machines.
Between those things?
Or anything you can blow up.
Ridiculous. Good grab.
This place is huge.
Look, Jay, I learned the new
Some
the
kind
new
of
way in.
storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
Oh, I hope I have any of the
The
traps.
control
that I'm
console.
gonna need here.
To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
I guess I haven't advanced in an
Oh,
elite, so that's what
find
we're
out.
gonna use.
236 containers in storage. Please.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone.
Come on.
Here it comes!
Right in front of the door.
There!
Are you okay, Aloy?
Come on,
Yeah,
open.
I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
No way.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Honestly, this is crap. This is crap. Did that just happen? Blocking me out from the door.
There!
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah,
get
I'm heading up
fucked,
top.
Spectre.
Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow
Oh,
once
I
the coast
grabbed
is
that.
clear.
I didn't fucking need it. God damn it. What a waste. That just wasted like 30, 40 seconds. Not gonna lie.
Gotta get back up top and deal with
That
that
was
other
really
Spectre.
bad.
I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Aloy!
How is he gonna land in front of the
Aaron!
door? That's such a pain.
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out.
What?
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
What?
The second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot.
Jesus, what a terrible beta this has been now. This is like one of the easiest splits in the game. Literally, it's on a railroad track. Like, should just go right where you want it to, and everything went wrong that could go wrong there. Crazy. I cannot believe that just happened. This is not going to be a good split. Can't believe it. Man. Why the fuck did that Spectre land in front of the door, and why couldn't I just open it?
I need to
Like,
get the weapon
it
fragment.
was
to
literally
Gaia to
standing maybe a
analyze.
pixel
If we can
above
replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat
the
the
open
Zeniths. I should
dialogue, and it just didn't work.
Varl,
Aloy!
God
where's
damn
our
Glad you made it
guest?
back
Just
okay.
slide down the
So,
stairs.
about you, but I'm gonna. So yeah, some kind of no. What? This you did? I tell you, I spent else. What I thought, but I think. All right. So how did? Well, before what? She was you were coming. What? We're never. You. I've been. You. Okay.
How to...
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
Welcome back. Aloy.
Thanks, Gaia. So I guess.
Seconds we lost to that nonsense, dude. Guys, that's just ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous. Whatever, let's keep going. 2 minutes, 23 seconds ahead. Let's keep going. God, my hand's getting tired, though. It's late. Late for speed runs. It's all good, though. Let's
She's
do
with us.
this.
Let her pass. Outlander,
Get a good snake bite,
Chief
hopefully.
Acaro and Marshal Catallo await you within.
The cool route should be starting soon. Once it's done, I'll be able to access the chamber below Hikaru's throne.
Outlander, the Chief awaits you in the arena, past the throne.
This must lead to the arena. It's another part of the ruins, turned into a fighting ring.
Look at them all. They know the battle is coming. Regardless of the trials.
Come on. I'm really bad at this, moving this thing around.
This could be useful.
Hey, yeah, but good.
Lose time to that menu.
Good.
Come on, select it.
Skills
I hear we're in a sky.
Let those. I feel better knowing.
You're watching
A battle's
history,
coming.
Outlander.
Where's Dakota? These thugs, of course. Okay. Hikaru's defenders should be at the end of this trench.
But we must hold. And look, we are not alone in this fight.
Fine. Let's do this thing.
Hold them back! Defend the cool route! Keep firing, Aloy!
Ooh, almost got the lock there on this scene. That's fine. Didn't need that anyway.
Hopefully the
Anytime you're ready,
fire
Snake.
good shots from that ballista.
Do it. Guess that works. Definitely wasn't on the blue, but
Champion, get to the chief! Get to the chief! We've got to help!
come on, Colin.
This is it. Aether's below. What was this place? There. Come on, Aether. Time to go home.
Alright.
Yes. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Advanced dramatic
Master
base.
override activated. Restoring ether subordinate function to original code.
Got it. Now to get this back to Gaia.
Yep. Losing time, losing time.
The visions in the grove have changed. The words of the...
Aloy, I'm glad you have returned, and I see you have recovered ether.
Hey, thanks for hanging out, Hunt. I appreciate it, and thanks for the luck. Have a good night. Congrats again on the guide.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay.
Do I need to hear it,
I'll
though?
be right down.
I'm sure I need to hear it.
I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it. Hi.
Yo, get on the mount. Thank you. Mount. Veering off to get the wildlife. Psychopathic mount.
This must be the ruins of Las Vegas. Poseidon shouldn't be far. That ruin looks a little more intact than some of the others out here. I wonder if I can find anything interesting inside. Gaia said this is where I'd find Poseidon, but the ruins out here are exposed to the elements. But a lot of them are buried in the sand. So maybe water's pouring out of that building. Poseidon's doing? I better check it out. Someone's been through here. Camping gear.
Looks
like there's something behind that.
Yeah.
What? What's
the mark? Yeah. Early. Well, you
with
compare. What is you?
Hey, look.
Come on.
Oh,
fair.
I bet
there's a but.
There's a but.
About
more.
Great.
That was really bad camera work. Sorry, guys.
Got the compressed air capsule. According to Moreland, it should be south of here.
I can run faster than that.
Some kind of drone. Is it watching over this area? Might have some useful data. But how to get up there? Well, this is where Moreland said the herd would be. They must have moved on. I need to pick up their trail. Better look for tracks. There's the herd. I should have the parts I need. Got him. I should check if one of these machines has an intact membrane. More machines? Better deal with them first. One synthetic membrane. Better check it for me.
There we go. Doing okay. Let's go.
Build this thing now. Better get back to Moreland.
Climb, Aloy. Don't jump like that. Come on. Talk to the guy.
I've got everything. I think.
That won't work.
Hello, please.
If it was
Hey, a goal. Alright, that was good.
What?
image from that.
Wait. Okay. Time to see if this thing works. So far, so good. I can actually breathe down here. Diving mask seems to be holding up. I've never been able to swim this deep before. Nautical lights. Must be Poseidon's doing. That looks like a way out. Poseidon's down here, somewhere. Gotta find where it's hiding. Whoa! Machine. There's no way I can fight that thing underwater. I'll have to be careful. This place is massive. And all of it's encased in a dome.
I went too far. Damn it. Dialogue, please, Aloy. Dialogue? Jeez, what a waste. I went too fast. God damn it. It's never taken her that long.
I gotta find a way to deal with it first.
Ah.
Moreland said he saw a red light near the floor.
What did I do?
Almost like a warning.
Alright, whatever.
Some kind of alarm system?
Let's get the rest of it.
There. Red light.
Alert. Critical flooding detected. Automatic drainage controls offline. To execute an emergency purge, manual reset of primary and secondary pump nodes is required. The purge can then be triggered at the pump maintenance station.
If I do this purge and drain all the water, I can fight that big machine on dry ground. Looks like I have to reset a couple of pump nodes first. According to the map, there should be an access point for the first node south of here.
No, come on, Aloy. Why did I... Honestly, I don't even know why she does the thing she does anymore. Thank you for grabbing the fire green. So good. I couldn't understand why I fell down, but whatever.
Let's see if that helped.
She barely jumped off of that skip spot, off of the culvert.
There. One node down. Better swim back up and find the other node. According to the map, the maintenance stations should be at the south end of the dome.
Ah, it's over here. Shit. That's went the wrong way. Long way
There's the
around.
access point. Should lead me to the pump node.
Doing okay. Let's keep it moving.
Okay, I've taken care of both nodes. Now I just need to activate the emergency purge at the maintenance station.
Oh shit, wrong way. This is a new one for me. I've been doing them backwards recently, like most people do, because it's just easier to swim through them. But you end up closer over here, and I always forget that you have to turn another way, or turn around as you come out of the
There might be a way in.
hole.
Okay, let's see where this leads. I think I'm in the maintenance station now. I just gotta find a console to activate the emergency purge. This looks promising. There should be a console in here. There. Time to dry this place out.
Good. Good, good. Oh. Let's go get a good Nessie fight.
Purge left these machines behind. I could sneak by them. Deal with the big one first.
Places, fellas. Get to that overhang.
Oh, give me a break.
Down it goes!
Aloy!
That was a bad fight.
You did it!
Can't believe it left so much health on him.
Poseidon should be somewhere beyond
I
this.
could have done another stamina
Time to bring
potion,
it
but
home.
I don't want to do that. God damn it, it should have worked. Don't understand what I did wrong. Open the door.
Okay. Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of processor. I need to find a console to gain access to it. There. I should be able to use that console. Gotta bring this back to Gaia.
System reboot initiated.
Looks like taking Poseidon triggered a restart of the city's power system. Moreland and crew must have headed back up top.
Get out of the water, Aloy.
have built this before the place flooded. It must have worked. Be nice not to have to climb back up.
Ah! How hard is this? Why couldn't I see them? It like kept moving it away from that camera angle I needed. God damn, dude. I was like, why does it keep turning me a direction I don't want to go?
Whatever she did.
Come on. Save time, but not as much as I would have liked. Man. Wow. 3 minutes ahead, though. 3 minutes ahead. Let's try to keep it moving. Yeah, one of those areas, right? Yeah, I'm sure being able to not have to take your fingers off the right stick in order to hit the square button is probably helpful in this
Welcome
case.
back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
Oh.
All of a sudden.
Alright. Let's go get a good TJ.
Aloy, I hear you're heading to the coast. If you need to resupply en route, I suggest stopping in Fall's Edge. It's a lowland clan village southwest of the Grove, in the heart of the jungle.
Got it. Thanks for the advice. The machine was built to kill hunters.
Oh, the mount stops when you do that? Oh, that's a bummer. Don't do that. was just refilling my pouch, even though there's really no need to. So that's on me. Okay, yeah, 2 jumps is great. Thanks, Mount. Totally unnecessary, but get your exercise in while you can, I guess. Even veering after the crabs. Oh no! Oh, getting sleepy. Can't have that.
Okay, time to cross the water, look for landfall. No one here. That's strange. Well, nothing's stopping me from taking a boat. No one's guarding this side of the ferry either. Where are the Quen? They're in landfall, I guess. Maybe we'll find it. Should be to the northeast.
I hate that you lose your mount when you come here. It's the dumbest thing.
Looks like a lance wound with scarier antlers.
You can call the thing from all the way across the map on the mainland, apparently. But out here, nah, fuck you. That's what the game says.
So these are the ruins of San Francisco. An entire city of crumbling towers. And somewhere buried out here is Thebes. I hope Alva and the Quen can help me find it. Some kind of drone. Is it watching over this area? Might have some useful data. But how to get up there?
Hey. Is it... Yeah. Then we...
No. Okay. Off to the big pyramid to fight the Thunderjaw.
Barbarian!
Run, stranger!
The
There's a
machine
killer
will kill
machine
you!
about!
There you are. I guess we're doing this. Now that!
Go, go, go. Reset, reset.
You killed that machine!
Your CEO sent me. I need to speak to Alva.
By all means, then. Open the gates!
The legacy tells us that Elizabeth Sobek helped the ancestors cast aside all obstacles.
Staying on track,
and so it has been today.
You have been true to your word. I'm pleased. Thebes awaits us below, shall we?
Saved 3.5 seconds there. Not bad.
Quite an excavation.
Much of this was flooded. We had to pump a great deal of water out.
Oh, I forgot to hit the skip there.
This water's warm. Seems like it's huge. It goes all the way down to the bottom. There's a rupture up there. Maybe a way in. Yeah, this could get me inside. Okay, looks like this tunnel leads deeper into the structure. There's gotta be a way to stop that turbine in here somewhere. Stop the turbine. Good. Okay, I'm inside, but how do I let the Quen in?
Oh, thanks for the luck, Viola, and thanks for hanging out for the most of the run here. Appreciate you. Have a good night.
Look at this place. It's pretty fancy for a survival bunker. Ah, good. An emergency exit function.
An emergency exit function.
Emergency exit initiated.
Look at this place. The grandeur.
Pharaoh's domain.
Got our business jams on.
Excellent. Somewhere in here, Pharaoh left his secrets.
Camera angles, Craig.
I think this way
Put
might
them
lead
in the
down.
right spot, and you will succeed.
Remember every detail of his, Bohai, for posterity.
It will be its own
Okay. Let me go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Yep. I'm just gonna fuck it up.
Not a bad hit! You got... There! It is done! Well fought.
Thanks.
Where's Overseer Bohai?
He has decided to return to the surface. So, no more delays. We must... An impressive setup. What is it for?
Made a minor adjustment to the gene therapy regimen and added a new cocktail to treat the symptoms caused by the mutations. Hopefully, there will be some stabilization
Oh my
after
god,
the
I'm out of
next
machine
treatment.
muscle? How is that a thing?
It'll do to us if there isn't. The early results were so promising. No signs of aging,
That's a
no
little weird.
cellular degeneration, but now... Oh, if only I had access to
Oh,
my
I didn't
old
refill
lab
at
in
Stone's
Bangkok.
Press, that's
Or
why.
my old colleagues. Or
Well,
my
there better
old
be
liquor
some
cabinet.
chests here, but
Stop it. Got
otherwise
to stay positive.
we're in a tight
How
spot.
can ya?
You... Is that a small office? For a minor functionary, perhaps? Look at all this equipment. We are getting closer to the heart of this place. I can feel it. Ah! Is that a vent of some sort? Not a bad idea. She's gone. Did she make it to the other side?
There's muscle.
A console. Maybe I can access Ted's.
We have no choice.
I'll take her out! What the?
We will come out.
Oh, I want you dead!
That was unnecessary, but thanks, I guess.
Pharaoh rigged the reactor to overflow if he dies. We have to run.
Enemy spotted! I see her! Covering fire!
Let's do this.
More soldiers up ahead.
I'm firing!
Get up there, Roy, thank you. Come on, run. Run, run!
Soldiers!
I don't think I'll be able to follow you there.
Punch her down!
We're close now. Come on!
Okay. Save 4 seconds. Let's keep going. Ooh, Gemini. Me and you, we got a history, Gemini. Let's make it work this time, shall we? Like, you're like an abusive ex. You just keep coming back. That's very just cold-hearted. I shouldn't make those jokes. Sorry, everybody. That's a little maudlin for me, even.
Welcome back, Aloy.
Let's go cheer up Beta. Give her the old pep talk.
I don't think that door had power before, but
Aloy,
looks like
we
don't.
Good.
Beta, it's what if the only and this so you're right. So I let you arrest. What big it's the rock.
Hey, Ross. Bye, Ross.
Yeah, I don't want to make. I'll be ready.
Aloy, whenever you're ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission. Yes.
Well.
Alright, let's go. Good Ravager and Behemoth. And the chambers. And the slaughter spine.
We're spotted. Like they were struck by lightning.
Hey, what is it doing?
It's no good. Gotta keep up the fight and build my stamina.
Come on, this fight.
Stay back.
Thank you.
That's all of them for now. I better check on Beta and Varl.
I need this.
You two okay?
Still breathing.
Gotta have that.
Aloy.
Why are you getting stuck, Aloy? Why don't you get stuck?
Good use of this.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there. It's some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
Let's get a good skip here.
I don't know.
Hopefully this will
But
go
I'm gonna
well.
shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting material. I gotta find a way past this shield.
Nice.
I gotta find where Festus is hiding. Looks like there are a couple of ways I could go.
No.
Well,
Come
that doesn't sound
on.
good.
There it is.
Okay. Now how to drive Festus out of here?
There should be a node you can override near the central platform.
Oh God, stay away.
Maybe I should deal with these machines first.
Alright. Freeze along, like, blow it up. Kill the Grimhorn. Kill the Wheat Blashers. Come on.
Countermeasures deploying secondary defenses. Intruder, your coming is at hand.
Oh, great. More machines on
Come
the
on,
way.
don't move.
Beta! Festus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do.
Loadout by 45%.
Where'd it go? What's happening? What? Did not even think that that thing was gonna come over here. Oh, of course.
I got them all.
That's such trash. I'm not gonna lie. That turned out so bad. I lost a bunch of time.
Disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice. Thanks.
Hey, Caster 1-1.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
God damn it, that
Well,
sucked.
I better not get comfortable.
Safes overridden.
Got the second one because I didn't kill everything on time.
Just cover the floor with lightning. I gotta find
And
a way
didn't get them
over it.
both. Congratulations, Craig.
Keep coming. Please tell me you're getting close.
Wait, did you just
I'm
do the
working on it.
thing? Wow.
Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to
All right. I need to drop Festus out of here.
There should be another node to find.
Got it.
Intruder detected. Activate the extraction. Alpha, give up 9. Autonomous defenses deployed.
Oh, here we go again.
That doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back.
Armament package X1.
Excuse me?
That's all right.
Wow, that was not good. Well, whatever, we're gonna be ahead, but...
Now you can open it.
Work?
Construction.
3? Okay, good. Need the skills. Alright, let's go kill the
Hey.
slaughter spine. Get the fuck out
This is
of
running
here.
out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
That's what I wanted. Okay.
It must have finished it.
Powerful. Whatever it is.
Well, I hope I'm close enough.
Those things on its legs are glowing. I think it's charging up. It's done.
You did
How are
it!
you gonna fall that way? Come on, loot!
There should be one more node to override.
What the fuck, man?
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you.
Losing so much time. Oh, that's a bummer.
No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Can't believe I did that in the wrong area. I didn't kill the Grimhorn on
Make sure it stays there.
the
I'm
first
heading
shot
back.
like I needed to, and
Then we can start the merge.
can never get him. And he
Because
didn't
of
come
you,
in by
Beta.
the fucking long legs,
glad
so
he
like
came
I
along.
couldn't do
And you.
what I
Oh.
normally do, which is get all of his armor
done
off
any
of
of this
him
without
using the long leg's
Right
chest.
back at you, Aloy.
So I do the restart, freeze the long leg, usually faster than that, but apparently I did
Aloy.
not.
The core is stable.
And then it blows off
Festus
all
is
the...
100.
Jesus, I lost 45, 50 seconds. Good God. That was trash. Almost a whole minute slower on all that. The behemoth fight didn't go very well either at the start. So, normally I just go after its force loaders and blow it up, but ended up having to wait for my stamina to regen. Anyway, using the long leg in that first chamber, you can
Just a
take
few
all the
favorites
armor
from
off of
my
the Grimhorn,
collection.
and then it's easier to blow them up in one.
Rescued and
But
done so soon.
the long leg went
I've
left,
got more important things.
the Grimhorn went right. Wasn't really much I could do from that point.
Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that...
Looks like...
That's fine. We're still got a good time available here, so let's keep going. Get a good Regala fight. Oh, Marin! Hey, Marin! Welcome, and thanks for the lock. Welcome into the end. We are going for that sub 245. Lost a minute in Gemini, but we're good. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's late for you. I know you're up late, as is tradition.
Great.
But I hope you're doing
I take
great.
it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
Ooh, it's 5 a.m.
Before I do
So you
anything
just
else,
got
I
up,
should
right
check
on.
Zoe. It sounded important.
Well, good morning. Yeah, real good pace. Real good pace. I was a little over 3 minutes ahead.
Over here, Halo.
I've had some really good golds. You can see that the sum of best is really getting down there for a PS4 run. And I don't know if you heard, Marin, but I got a PS5 today.
I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new override on my
Got one from Verizon, so
I'll use it on a Sunwing.
worked out really
Get
well.
ready for an entrance Regala will never forget.
was just kind of sitting around in a meeting at work and got the stock alert
Override installed.
and just
Now to find a Sunwing.
immediately clicked on my Verizon app because
there are
that's
some roosting
who
at
I
the top of
use
the
for my mobile phone, and was able to purchase it quite quickly. So, and then it ships tomorrow, and it's 2-day shipping, so I should have it either Saturday or on Monday likely. I'll bet you it'll be Monday, but we'll see.
Well, they definitely don't sound
I don't
like
know
rebels.
who they used to ship it. I think they
Maybe
used
if I
UPS
follow
when
their
I
tracks,
bought
I can
my
find out where they're headed.
newest iPhone. So UPS is like super reliable around here, but I know they don't typically use the post office, and FedEx was just hit or miss no matter what you do. 'Cause they're trash, but it's fine.
Good. There's Sunwings up here. I'll have to approach them quietly.
Alright, let's get this Sunwing. Yeah, so pretty soon PS5 runs. Pretty excited about it, to be honest. Alright, let's go get Regala.
Tilda, I'm in the air.
Then you'll want to pick up an energy cell on one of the ancient Horus Titans. But first you must send out a pulse to activate them. I've sent you the necessary software. To deploy it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines you refer to as Tolnecs. There's one in the middle of the desert that should do nicely.
On it. That must be a Desert Clan village. Maybe I should check in on it after
So
I've
it's
dealt
about
with Regala.
10:15 in the morning right now, for me, or in the morning, in the evening, at night, and I have to get up probably at like 5:45. So I'm playing golf in the morning. So yeah, I'm so excited about no load times and fast mounts, just sprinting mounts everywhere. I might just run around on a mount for like 30 minutes as soon as I get it, just so I can feel good about fast mounts for a change. And anyone who plays on PS4, you feel me. I know you feel me. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. Been wanting one for a while, and now I'll have it for when all my favorite games come out. So it'll be great.
There's a
I'm a
tonic.
PlayStation
Need to get
fanboy,
on
so
top of its
it
head.
is what it is. Never been one for Xbox or stuff like that. I had one in college, but I've always preferred PlayStation.
Now, how to
But
land
yeah, I
this
figured
thing.
it was time to start looking in earnest since the PS4 has started showing its age, as they say. Land. Override.
Made it. Just got override it.
Oh, you tried playing on PS4? Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's different. I did use another infinite jump in the beginning this
Okay,
time.
Tilda, I've
So I
overridden the
added
tonic.
another infinite jump to the PS4 run.
And the energy
It's the
cells are
very
now
first
primed.
one that they use in
Simply pick one up on a
the
Horus.
PS5 run as well.
The
So
nearest one should be
it just
northwest
works a
of your
little bit
position.
slower. So I added that in
Dropping
here,
it on
but
Regala's
it's
machine should
basically the
produce
same
quite a
as
spectacle.
like when you meet the
Thanks
first
for the
burrowers
assist.
and start trying
I
to
told
climb
you,
the
I
ladders
want
and
it.
shit. It's about the same. So
Whoa! I'm gonna have to
But
get
anyway.
used to that.
that's neither here nor there. Let's try and get a good time here. Don't you shoot me off of here, raptors. Do a barrel roll. HCD runs coming up. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be sub 245. Definitely gotta learn it. I promised. I'm a man of my word. Yeah, I'm definitely. Once we start the Regala fight, there'll be very little of me looking at chat except for while I'm flying.
I hope Hikaru and this Nox can hold out a little longer.
Thank you for the luck. I very much appreciate it.
Look! She's flying!
Mount finally starts moving fast, like once you're about 100 feet away from this thing.
Got the cell. Now onto the grove. Pulse from Tolnex should have reactivated all the energy cells in the region. I should be able to pick up more from any Horus I fry to. It'll be useful, even after I deal with Regala.
Bridgewater tracks. Got the right ammunition selected. Let us do the thing. Oh, it's still fighting there, Richie, you bet. Hey man, welcome, welcome. We're on a pace here, man. About to start Regala.
Alright, here we go.
Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna focus here for a bit.
Alright, so that's how it's gonna be.
I will carve my story in.
Yeah, what a fight. Ah, don't give me this load screen. It's just silence.
More no, and get so tough and don't.
Thank you. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, yeah. Yeah, it's still hanging on there, Richie. Still hanging on, my man. It's done really well for this one, actually, so. Alright. Ooh, that's a goal. Let's go, guys. Let's go. We got so much time back. Let's fucking go. That went really well, actually. That was good. Good, good, good. Yeah, no shit, right, man? Big old talk.
Better get everyone in the control room so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base. Okay, maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us.
Alright. Let's do this. Big money, no whammies, no whammies. Stop. Yeah, come on, mount. Good mount, good mount. Get it? I'm so bad at this thing. I really am so bad at this skill tree. Alright, we're all set for the end. Slow jams in the chat. It's a better Twitch emote if y'all want. Also, if you don't have 7TV or better Twitch, I would say go pick those up, because we got them emotes, y'all. Anyway, gonna have some of this bourbon while we fly straight at this thing. Oh, bourbon's so good.
Don't think I can fly through that shield.
You'd be surprised. Not with that attitude, Aloy. Yeah, Marin's got that slow jam. I wish they played a little louder. I like the music.
There. Rendezvous point. Okay, everyone.
Alright, let's fucking go. Focus up. I'm not gonna look at chat, so get your good lucks in now. Thanks, everybody. Thanks preliminarily.
Get to the launch tower as quickly as possible. I'll do my best to conceal our intrusion.
Company. Follow my lead.
That's what I do.
They're riled up now.
What's in this backpack, metal bricks?
Aloy, Alma and I are closing in on the regulator.
Keep me posted.
Good climb.
There's a lot of dead machines on this island.
Aloy's under attack! Cover her!
Firing!
I am? I'm under attack? I didn't realize. No! Oh no! I've never fallen there. Where do I restart? Oh, all the way in here. Great.
Don't worry.
I wish I had a glider.
God damn it.
I guess I'll find it.
Felt like I hit the glider a little late for that. That sucked. Alright. Focus up. Let's go.
There's a lot of dead machines on this island.
We killed a great many when we landed here. Their salvage may prove useful to us now.
Tired yet?
Thank you, Aloy. Holy shit.
Made it through without a fight.
Yeah! Clear those weeds.
We're through.
Come on.
These Spectres are good sport! We can take this one, Aloy! Keep
That
moving!
Stormbird carcass should get us over the gap.
I hate Stormbird. But I guess that.
I'm Aloy. Thank you.
Hey, you remember the good old days when our only worry was whether Meridian would be destroyed? You know, instead of a whole world?
Oh, yeah.
More Spectres.
Good times.
I'll attack when you...
Here. Up this rock.
Let's get into this. This'll help.
No!
I can see the way forward. Keep moving.
What are you doing, Aloy? What's happening? What's happening right now? I'm falling apart. What the fuck?
Tired yet?
Yep.
All the way back here. Jesus Christ. I didn't even know what the actual, like, backstrap for that was, but I don't know. That was just so bad.
But I guess, yeah, dead one's handy. Hey,
Oh,
remember the
that
good
was
old days when
trash.
our only
Just lost
worry
like a
was whether
minute or
the
more.
would be destroyed? You know, instead of the whole world.
Oh yeah. Good times. Here, up this rock.
More specters.
Climb,
I'll
Aloy,
attack when
please
you-
climb. This skip is so stupid. Honestly, what are you doing?
I can see the way forward. Keep moving.
As fast as we can.
Unreal, that's how easy it should have
alright?
been. Instead, I tried to hurry and she fell off. Come on, get up.
Aloy, Alva and I are in position.
Do it. Blow the regulator.
Your maneuver, as clever as it is, means that Hephaestus has escaped containment. It will no doubt fall back to the Cauldron network.
We grabbed it once, we'll get it again.
Or find a way to replicate its functionality, perhaps. With the Apollo database.
Why won't you get up there, Aloy? I don't understand. Oh my god, and that's probably still faster
I just have one regret.
than if I had climbed the whole thing. I just am having a really hard time today, guys. Sorry. This split is killing me right now. I'm not even nervous. It's just like not working. I don't even know how she fell off last time, to be honest.
Big jump.
Looks like we snuck through.
Get off of there.
And now to the left.
You can get to the launch tower through the hangar up ahead. I'm heading over to
Just
join
get caught
you
on
now.
everything, Aloy. You're a piece
The
of
hangar's
shit
in bad shape,
sometimes.
but I can see the way in.
Another
Hurry,
one?
Aloy!
By the blood
Pick
of the
it up.
Ten!
Need it? Bottom top. Whoa. Look at all this seen in.
Alright, let's get rid of Regala here. Come on.
Aloy, it's been intense, but
Aaron,
Cthulhu
get out
got
of
me
my
to a
field of
network
view,
node.
man.
I'm trying to get in.
Keep at it. We're almost to the tower.
Alright, let's get this
I
Eric
gotta get to the top of the tower and free Beta.
Aloy, time, I say, filth!
Why are you stopping?
Apologies for that. We're okay.
Alright, let's go.
As long as Alva hurries.
I'm almost into the net.
Just do the best you can.
Wasted a few seconds.
I will be. In time. Go. Rescue your sister.
Oh.
I'll regroup with the others.
Yeah, we're gonna lose time, but whatever.
Looks like the machines and specters have almost wiped each other out. What was that?
Aloy, Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
She always climbs around the right
lift?
side when I'm playing.
I'm
Every
afraid
time
so.
I can't get her to grab and go
restricted its
left at
access
all,
to the
even if
top.
I'm pushing
You'll have
straight
to
left.
climb from there.
Oh
I have
god
to go.
damn it, Aloy.
I almost have.
Errand? Is everyone all right down
At
there?
least she grabbed that one.
Mostly. We're cleaning up the last few specters.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think.
Alright, let's get this.
Izo told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah. Thanks. I guess only Tilda and Gerard are left then.
What?
Aloy, you there? Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out. I found a bunch of flight plans and trajectories, as if the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know, but there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called
Nemesis.
whatever it is.
Alright, let's get
the
this.
Zeniths are afraid of it. I knew you didn't truly
What?
want to hurt me.
I better scan that thing first. Hit the mark!
This Spectre was designed to survive against more than that.
That's it.
It's over. Why couldn't you just let me choose?
Oh, we did it. We did it. Oh, we did it. Sub 245. We did it.